Well, I have to tell you, this is actually a true story that happened very recently. One of those nights when I just couldn't sleep, just could not sleep. And at one point I looked at the clock, I said, oh boy, it's 3:30. And as I said those words out loud, it was as though somebody had pulled back a curtain and I was looking into the past. I was taken back in my mind to when I was a small child, about 6 years old, and my nanny used to read poetry to me. One of my favorites was a poem about a little crippled boy about my age and his grandma. I couldn't remember the title of the poem or the author, but I could remember the first two lines. And the first two lines were, it was an old lady and a boy who was 3:30. Now, it made sense to me then. I didn't find anything strange about the concept of a boy being 3:30. Even now, I actually love it and absolutely accept it. Well, as I wasn't sleeping anyway, I jumped out of bed, switched on my computer, and typed in the lines that I had recalled. Up came the author, Henry Cuyler Bunner, a 19th century poet. And the poem he wrote was called 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to read it to you. It was an old lady and a boy who was 3:30. And the way that they played together was beautiful to see. She couldn't go running or jumping, and the boy, no more could he, for he was a thin little fellow with a thin little twisted knee. They sat in the yellow sunlight out under the maple tree. And the game that they played, I'll tell you, just as it was told to me, it was hide and go seek they were playing. Though you'd never have known it to be, with an old lady and a boy with a twisted knee. The boy would bend his face down on his one little sound right knee, and he'd guess where she was hiding in guesses 1, 2, 3. You are in the china closet, he'd cry and laugh with glee. But it wasn't the china closet, but he still had 2 and 3. You are up in Papa's big bedroom, in the chest with the queer old key. And she said, you are warm, and you're getting warmer, but you're not quite right, said she. Oh, it can't be the little cupboard where Mama's things used to be. Oh, then it must be the clothes press, Grandma. And he found her with his 3. Then she covered her face with her fingers that were wrinkled and white and weak, and she guessed where the boy was hiding, with a 1 and a 2 and a 3. And they never had stirred from their places, right under the maple tree. This old lady and the boy with the lame little knee. This dear old lady and the boy who was 3:30.